Welcome to The Explainer. You ever scroll through social media and wonder how some accounts just seem to explode overnight? Especially those faceless ones, the ones with AI videos? Well, today we're pulling back the curtain on the sales pitch for a tool that promises exactly that. It's called ViralReelAI, and it's all about getting famous online without ever showing your face. So what's the psychology behind a pitch like this? Let's break it down. So right away, they hit you where it hurts. They go straight for that feeling. You know the one. You pour hours, maybe days into a piece of content, you hit publish, and crickets. It just disappears into the void. That deep frustration of getting like 10 views, the pitch is basically betting that you know that feeling all too well.
And check this out. It's a classic marketing play. They set up this perfect good guy versus bad guy story. On one side, you've got the old way. They paint it as this slow, painful, expensive monster. And then whoosh, in comes the hero, the new way, powered by AI to save the day. It's a really simple but super effective way to frame the whole thing. It makes their solution feel like the only choice, right?
Okay, so let's dig into their first big point. They call it the creator's dilemma. And this isn't just about the disappointment of not going viral. No, it's about something deeper. It's that feeling of being totally burnt out, stuck on that content creation hamster wheel. And this is where they really start to agitate that pain point. They paint this super bleak picture of you, right? Scripting, shooting, editing, posting over and over and over. It's exhausting. And the message they're sending is designed to make you anxious. They're basically saying that doing it all yourself isn't just tough work, it's a trap. Because the second you stop pedaling that wheel, everything, the growth, the money, it all just grinds to a halt. So right when you're feeling that burnout, bam, they drop the solution. And it's not just some random quote, it's a lifeline. Look at those numbers they throw at you. 13,000 followers, $4,000 a month. See, they're not really selling software here, are they? They're selling a dream. A very specific, very desirable result that's meant to feel completely within your grasp. And then this, the big knockout number, $300,000. This isn't just a fact they're stating, it's what's called a psychological anchor. By putting that huge number in your head, they're planting a little seed. The whole point is to make the price they'll eventually ask for seem like pocket change compared to what you could potentially earn. It's all about framing the value, you see? Which brings us right to the heart of the whole pitch, this idea of faceless automation. I mean, think about it. This is their answer to the two biggest things that stop people from creating: being terrified of getting on camera and the ridiculous amount of work it takes. And right here, this is the magic bullet. They're flat out telling you that you can get all the good stuff, the audience, the money, without any of the scary parts, like putting your face and your identity out there for the world to see. It's a really powerful idea, right? The ability to completely separate who you are from the success you achieve. Okay, so how does this supposed magic box actually do its thing? This is where the pitch gets really clever. They make the whole process look so simple, it's almost suspicious. And that's on purpose. It's designed to get rid of any fear you might have about it being too technical or complicated. I mean, just look at this. They've taken what could be years of learning and hours of labor and just, poof, boiled it down to 3 easy steps. Step 1, type a keyword. Step 2, tweak it a bit. Step 3, hit publish. The message here is so seductive. Hey, you don't need to be a pro. The AI, it's the pro, and it works for you. Now, of course, they don't want simple to sound basic or weak. So next, they hit you with the goods. This big list of really impressive sounding features. You got AI avatars that lip sync, you got fancy voice AI from 11 Labs, you got analytics. This isn't just a feature dump, It's a strategy. It's all about building your trust and making you feel like, okay, this is easy to use on the outside, but there's some serious horsepower under the hood. But hey, making the content is only half the fight, isn't it? You still got to get people to see it. So this is where the pitch reveals its supposed secret sauce. It's a system they claim isn't just for making videos, but for actually actively going out and finding you an audience. Yeah, they literally call it a game changer. This is the feature that's meant to make them totally different from everyone else. And honestly, the argument is pretty smart. They're saying, look, all those other tools, they just make videos. We build you an audience. It's a really clever way to shift the conversation away from just making stuff and towards getting followers.
So what exactly is this engine? Well, they break it down into this 3-step plan. First, it finds your perfect audience. Second, it boosts your reach to get in front of them. And third, and this is the really interesting one, it engages authentically. Now, that immediately makes you wonder, right? Can an AI really be authentic? But the way they frame it, it's about having an active growth strategy, not just throwing content out there and hoping for the best.
No more posting into the void. Wow, that one line, that's the whole emotional promise right there, isn't it? It speaks directly to that number one fear every single creator has, that you're just shouting into an empty room and nobody is listening. And this all leads up to the grand finale. They're not just going to ask you to buy a product. Oh no, it's much bigger than that. They frame this as a massive, life-changing decision, and they do it by borrowing one of the most iconic metaphors for movies.
Yep, the red pill or the blue pill, straight from the Matrix. It's brilliant, really. The blue pill? That's you, staying where you are, struggling, doing all the work by hand, getting frustrated. But the red pill? That's the key to a whole new world. One with automation, with growth, with income. By setting it up like this, they make doing nothing, just staying where you are, feel like you're actively choosing to lose. And at last, we land on the price. Now look at how they do this. They give you 2 choices. You've got the personal plan for $35. But your eyes are meant to slide right over to the next column. For just $2 more, $37, you get the commercial plan. This is such a classic pricing trick. The cheaper option is basically just there to make the more expensive one look like an absolute no-brainer.
And if for some reason you're still thinking about it, they lay out exactly what that extra $2 gets you. And it's not just a small upgrade. We're talking commercial rights to sell your videos, 10 times more videos you can make, 10 times more accounts you can connect. The value is stacked so heavily in favor of the commercial plan that picking the personal one just feels, well, kind of dumb. And that is exactly what they want you to think.
So, when you break this whole pitch down, it leaves us with a really big question, doesn't it? Tools like this promise to make fame accessible to anyone by taking the hard work and even the human face out of the equation. But what happens when everyone starts using the same AI, the same voices, the same avatars to make their content? Is this really the future of creativity? Or is it just the start of a huge automated ocean where everything looks and sounds the same? What do you think? Thanks for joining us on The Explain.